Hello, today is July 20th. I'm not quite sure when you'll see this or when this is posted, but this is kind of our first view of the changes that are going to be happening on the first floor, particularly in the commons. And just thought I'd give you an opportunity to see what it looks like as it's in development. Actually, most of this will be finished by August the 15th, and then some of it in September. We're really excited about it because it's going to provide really great space for our multicultural center, we've got a new classroom eventually that we use for culinary arts, space for our international students, and it's going to be much more open than what you've seen before that was down here. So it'll be very exciting to start with, and this is phase one. We'll have a phase two in the next summer. So just thought we'd give you a chance to see what's going on as we go through this construction. Hope you enjoy it.
If you're looking here, everything down here was the old corridor leading from ED into the SC. If you look over there, the exit sign, that would be the other stairwell that leads kind of outside towards the SC patio. So how this corridor is going to look as I'm looking at it here is there's going to be glass wall wrapped around all these wires you see in the ceiling. And in this corner will be a future program in here yet that won't be done during this portion of construction, but will be done for spring semester. So kind of where that group is standing inside those walls. That will be culinary program, yeah. Yep, so they'll have kind of two exposed glass walls, so when you walk down this corridor, you can kind of look in and see what's going on inside the culinary lab. So if you imagine there's a wall right here, and you can kind of get a good look of it when you come around this corner, you'll be looking down into a new corridor here, into the commons. So the old corridor was from where you see there the columns on that side to the columns on this side. And as you can see now, it got about 16 feet wider and much more. The ceiling height will match the commons now, so it'll seem much larger than it used to be. And if you keep looking down the right side here, you have your culinary on the corner, and the new location of Fox Communities Credit Union will be right after that. And we can kind of just keep walking down. We'll kind of just loop around back out. Put yourself there. If you see the curved soffits, they'll match kind of what we did on level 2 SC. And you can kind of see them start to take form now as the drywall gets on them. So this will all be glass as you look in here now too. So you'll be able to see inside Fox Communities. And now we're kind of getting into where the commons will start. And this corner here that used to be pretty much a storage closet will be what we're kind of calling like a student kiosk for club sales and things like that. Kind of a more formal looking area where they can have those sales with any kind of food or anything they sell, rather than setting up a few temporary tables. There'll be some casework in there and a kitchenette so they can kind of set up, and it kind of matches with the theme of all the curved soffits and everything like that. So this will be looking out into the commons right now. And then just watch your feet here. And then once we turn the other way, still all commons throughout here, so you can see it gets a lot more open, a lot larger. And then what you're looking at there is the face of student involvement. And if you see this other curve coming the other direction, as I'm looking into here, this will be the what is still named multicultural, kind of a lounge and conference room space in here. And we can walk into student involvement right now. So the international program is also going to be moving into this space, and that's why you kind of see what it looks a little bit larger than it was before. We moved a couple walls around in here to accommodate a few more people and a few more workstations in the center. So we're just going to have some offices in the back, and the center here will be where most of the activity, the main reception table will be, and then also 3 collaborative rooms for international and student involvement to use with students rather than going into these open cubicle areas. So, and again, we're kind of keeping that theme of openness with a lot of glass in front here. All these collab rooms you see have big open glass areas on them. And then if we look the other direction, that'll be the existing den, which we more or less are keeping the same, but just kind of relaying out to a more functional space. And just kind of rearranging. That's the existing den. It actually opens out to this wall. We just kind of put that there because we're not touching anything in that corner. So we just have some of the old equipment in there. But the den will actually come out to these walls that you see here. There's also one more opening they're going to cut in this wall, and this will be the main entrance into the den. But the den will actually have 3 entrances, one from student involvement, one right here, and then one near that exit sign down there. So then if we keep walking down here, this will be an entrance into multicultural, and again be glass with a glass door to get into the den. And we can keep walking. If you remember, there used to be kind of a long hallway here that we shortened up to kind of open it up behind us. And when you're going to walk through this door, you can watch your feet. Walk through this door, you're going to be able to get to the stairwell here, or this will be the new vending area here on the corner. And the new vending area will have a sink in it. Yeah, we'll have to. The new vending area will have a sink and a stand-up kind of area to eat your food, things like that. A little more functional than the old one was. So you can keep walking through vending here. And you can see we continue the curved soffit all the way through the corridor. And then the last portion, which really not much has been done to this portion yet, but this will be what we're just for now calling an office suite with a conference room. There'll be 6 people stationed in here with a full conference room open to the entire campus, and kind of future flexibility in here to do a lot of things. And we'll have a lobby area for future use.
So, do we know who's going to be in this?
Yeah, the PR team and what I've been told is the project team. Yep. These people here. And then the conference room, if you look, this wall, white wall will be gone, and that'll be a glass front too, looking into a 10-person conference room. So this will be the last portion of the project that's finished up over here. So also mother's room and gender-neutral restroom will be fully refurbished. So.
Did we get rid of them, the movie lounge, TV lounge?
Yep, we're setting up a station kind of in the den, a little smaller, more functional movie TV space in there.
Didn't seem to be getting used that much.
No, just the amount of people for the amount of square footage that were in those rooms, we thought we could fit in the den and give the students a little more functionality with multicultural vending in the conference rooms. And much more open space, as you can see in the corridor. So some new furniture, new seating layouts.
Veterans Services in phase 2?
Veteran Services will be phase 2 and what we would call the new portion of SC, underneath the not library, underneath Student Services by the Buzz.
When will this be complete?
What was that?
When will this be complete?
Phase 1 will be complete, a little bit segmented, but this corridor will be opened up by August 15th. This room behind me will be mid-September. Vending and Fox Communities will be beginning of September, and the den will be opened up about the same time, August 15th, along with Student Life, just following that. So for the most part, everything behind me and vending will be opened up before, other than behind me, will be opened up before school starts. So they're moving fast now. You can see the drywall just started this week, so they're coming a long ways. And from here on out, it's rapid pace. So every time you kind of peek your head in here, you're going to see it kind of coming together in front of your eyes. A lot more than tearing everything down and being wide open. So, and you can see all the work above us that they've been doing with the HVAC systems. It's being an old building, it took quite a bit. So a lot of upgrades in the HVAC, electrical, plumbing, things like that. But
All of this part really hasn't been touched since it probably was originally built.
some of these walls were from, I want to say, was it 71?
71, 72.
72, yeah. You can even see parts, I guess, the books over there where the old bookstore was. Somebody was telling me that's what that painting on the corner is from. So,
Right, the bookstore was over there.
yeah. So I learned a lot about the building looking at the old plans.